2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the captain in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, George is out there with Johnson. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's the Magician. And it's Maxey in at the 2 guard. It's their first game of a back-to-back. So, Richard, what's your take on players resting on back-to-backs?
Well, honestly, Kevin, I don't know how much more you can give to players. They practice less. They have more trainers. They have all the amenities. At some point in time, it's about who's going to go out there and play the game.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now here's Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Here's the Magician. Rebounded by the captain. Inside, here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's the Magician. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. Embiid, no good. The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Edwards passes to the captain. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
A nice shot by the Magician.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
That one falls.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Steps back and shoots. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Embiid.
Hammering the offensive glass. Embiid putting that big size to use.
Pass to Gobert. And Embiid pulls it down. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. George with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Embiid. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Here's the captain. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Outside for Randle. And taken away by Johnson. Here's the Magician. And he uses the glass on the way. The Magician's got his second bucket.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Here's the captain. Passes to Randle. Here's the captain. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Richard, the year before you entered the league in 2001, the Sixers made the NBA Finals and haven't since.
Yeah, I just love watching Allen Iverson that season. Won the MVP, averaged 31 points per game, almost 20 more points than any of his teammates. He was the offensive firepower every single night.
And he knocks down the first one. And they're great at both ends, but the Sixers offense, Greg, the Sixers offense is elite.
And it all starts with Joel Embiid feasting inside and at the free throw line. And his teammates reap the benefits as well with wide open shots on the perimeter.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters. But that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played. And unfortunately, they took it out.
And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Well, you look at the captain, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitting in chemistry-wise for this team.
Now, here's Maxey. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Here's the captain. He's got 6. Tries from 10. Misses off the right iron.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Maxey, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Edwards against Maxey. The offensive rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Knocks it loose. McDaniels in the post. Defended by George. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Over Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Now, here's George. Still without a basket. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Johnson finds Maxey. Here's Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, it's such a simple yet effective move. Embiid executing the pump fake.
And when you look at the moves that Embiid has in the mid-range, he moves like a guard out there.
He studies film of Kobe and Jordan. Look, it shows up when you watch his footwork. It's amazing to see someone his size move so fluid.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And with the reigning MVP in Joel Embiid, Richard, the Sixers feel they have a chance to contend for a title. And now they've got a new coach.
Yeah, they're close. The coaching changes this summer, the roster moves, all designed to get that little edge to put them over the top.
He hits both from the stripe.
And Richard, with Joel Embiid, his combination of physical dominance and skill, it's almost unfair.
Yeah, he's a 300-pound guy with the agility of a wing. That is not fun to guard. He can bully you or beat you with finesse. There's really no weakness in his game.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Julius Randle. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing on the board. Johnson kicks to Embiid. Maxey with it. Now defended by Gobert. Embiid against it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. He kicks to Randle. Three-pointer. And another three for Minnesota.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Maxey against Edwards. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
Timeout called first of the game for Minnesota.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for McDaniels. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. Here's the captain. 6 points for him. Shoots off the step back. Conley's shot is off.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at Philadelphia. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And I think for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Minnesota leading by 5. Conley feeling it out. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the captain. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. The 76ers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Kicks it to Embiid. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in this three-point lane.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now, here's Maxey. Still yet to score. Johnson, wide open. He fires. And he's good on the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the captain. He's got 8. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Maxey on the wing. Over by Conley. Maxey, no good.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Conley against Maxey. Gobert, no good. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to the Magician. Embiid trying to break loose. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now here's Conley. 9 points last game out. Driving the lane, the captain. Johnson with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points. It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Maxey against Conley. Here's the captain. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Maxey against Conley. Embiid from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them. This quarter is special.
Pass to Conley. Maxey. Conley's shot is off.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
He goes up again. Here's Embiid. The game now all-time. Embiid's got 15 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Minnesota calls timeout. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Getting into foul trouble will really handcuff you, and they found that out last time.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Abusele comes in for Johnson. Caleb Martin's checked in for George. And Oubre subbed in for Maxey. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Rudy Gobert. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the Magician. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. But it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Conley. He gets that one.
Mike Conley.
Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
The Magician passes to Yabusele. Here's the Magician. Shot clock at 6. Pulls from the top of the key. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9. Here's Conley. Driving in. Oubre pulls it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Drills it from outside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the captain. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's the Magician. 10 points for him. Charity stripe shot. No good that time.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia. You're watching 2K Sports. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
RJ, so much goes into extending an NBA playing career. What was the key for you in your long career?
Well, for me, physically, I had to start doing more things away from the game of basketball. Doing yoga, doing strength training, but also the changes mentally. I went from a 20-point-a-game scorer to a guy that was getting 3 or 4 shots a game. You have to be able to accept your role and then star in your role. And for me, I just love doing that.
We've got Kelly Oubre, Yabusele out there with Embiid. Then it's Martin. And it's Maxey in at the 1. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Here's Maxey. Still scoreless. The pass to Yabusele to the left side wing. The baseline jam. Embiid, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For the Sixers, it's championship or bust. Joel Embiid said there's nothing to be happy about just getting to the conference finals or the finals. You got to win the whole thing. That's the goal. And every single day, it's just trying to find ways to make that happen. Back to you.
Yep, all or nothing. David, thank you. Now, DiVincenzo. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey, that one drops for him.
Number 4.
And it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers and playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Robust move inside by Joel Embiid.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Daniels, he's checked in for Randall. Alexander Walker comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Smooth subbed in for the captain. Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Yabusele misses the baby hook.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Smooth. Fires it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Smooth's got his first basket of the night.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Unfazed by that defensive pressure, Embiid uses his excellent touch on that jumper.
Tyrese Maxey.
Here's Smooth. It's Edwards on the wing. Banked in off the glass.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Wheeling that ball in, Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey.
Free throw good, Maxey.
A natural scorer who plays with a lot of energy. Maxey, he's going to have a long career.
Edwards looking it over. Passes it to Smooth. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, and every season, Embiid seems to improve as a scorer, adding different elements and wrinkles to his game.
Back to Edwards. Count that one. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Over Edwards. Shot is good off the back rim at end. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Smooth. 8 points his last outing. Really left alone that time. Smooth's got 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Right wing. Here's Embiid. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Here's Alexander Walker. A nice shot by McDaniels. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Martin. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple. Martin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan, and everything falls into place for a team.
Look at the stats for Anthony Edwards. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Smooth. He's got 5. Off on the layup.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Here's Embiid. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Now the pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Edwards. Great D that time from Oubre. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. That one goes in.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Here's Smooth. Just his first attempt. And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Johnson is checked in for Philadelphia. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The 76ers trail by 5. Martin's in the post, working on McDaniels, and it's Martin missing. Here's Edwards, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outside, Martin passes it to Maxey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Continuing to work. No give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Outside, Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 16.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there, and the shot goes in.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Maxey. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Embiid with the steal. 3-on-3. The shot that time, not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Edwards. No good off the back of the rim.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Smooth. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Smooth's got 7 now in this quarter. The 76ers trail by 5. Left side, Maxey. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Magician comes in for Oubre. Timberwolves also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Reed. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. And the captain subbed in for Smooth. Minnesota's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. For 3, Edwards. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. George, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Randall.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Here's Maxey. And he gets it to go. Maxey's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He was just too focused on hoop. I'm not even sure Maxey felt the defender.
Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. To the middle. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at the Magician. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. And you look at the Magician, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
Yeah, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And having a reliable three-point option at off guard, pretty much a necessity at this point in time in the league.
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. Randall outside.
2 minutes
out to the wing.
2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Here's the captain. Got a piece of it. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. The 76ers with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey's 6 a.m. workouts give him an edge. His motto, I prepare in front of nobody to perform in front of thousands. He says he's done 3 workouts before someone else even opens their eyes to prepare to work out. He said, I feel like that creates a psychological advantage when I step on the court. I have no reason to fear anybody. Kevin?
No reason at all. Hey, thanks, D.A. Now Johnson. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Pass to the Magician. To the paint. Here's Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
DiVincenzo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's the Magician. 10 points for him. Back to Johnson. Releases. Tries again. Physical play by Embiid inside.
Just so nimble for his size. Embiid able to still knock down the shot. Just great coordination.
George against Edwards. Here he goes. Missed inside. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Minnesota on top. They lead by a bucket. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow, very efficient. Valuing possessions is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not tonight.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the captain in at the point guard.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here. And the first one drops. And it's tied up with that one. Here's the captain. The pass to Gobert. Pass to the captain. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The captain's got 19 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his second.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's the magician, Edwards defending. The magician passes to Johnson. Randle with the block.
When Randle is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
Here's the captain. Dishes it to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Misses the layup.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
And we're about a minute and a half here in into the second half. A nice shot by the Magician.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's the captain. 19 points in the game. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now, here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Johnson against Randall. Johnson, the pass to the Magician. Lets it fly from 18. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Minnesota in the lead. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Outside, Maxey. Johnson against Randall. Outside for George. Out left to the wing. Here's the Magician. From outside, off the mark.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Handle outside. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Randall. He's got 10. Outside, Edwards. Back to Randall. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. To the inside. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
McDaniels. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Check out a group of shooting guards that have been doing some dirty work inside lately, averaging the most rebounds per game at their position over the last 10 games. And you look at Edwards, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, the Magician, doing just as much.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a two-guard, you're not in tight when the shot goes up. So competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And the energy they show in the glass is outstanding. They work so hard in that paint.
Here's the captain, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Over Maxey. Edwards can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Embiid, the pass to George. Back to Embiid. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Embiid's got 30.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the captain. 19 points in the game. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's the magician. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Now here's Randall. 10 points for him. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection. Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
A nice shot by the magician.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's the captain. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Puts it up from 15. That's tipped. Pass to Embiid for the lead. And rebounded by McDaniels. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Passes to the captain. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Embiid with the steal. Here's Johnson. Good, nice job down low. Johnson's got his second basket of the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from 3, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence.
Joel Embiid. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for McDaniels. The pass to Reed. Over Drummond. Reed misses.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Here's Drummond. That shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And stolen by Drummond. Inside, here's Maxey. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Maxey's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. That's a 2 from Randall. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And the shot is good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. The 76ers leading by 6 to the paint. And then Johnson with the jam.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Here's Randall. 76ers getting the bucket. Shot to stop the run. Johnson with some nice D.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
George with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's the captain. He's got 19. Here's Randall. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Third personal foul.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Yabusele, he's checked in for Johnson. Caleb Martin comes in for George. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Maxey. That free throw good from Randall. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-5 run. In the corner, it's Oubre. It's good. Oubre's got his second basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Mr. Reed. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Rudy Gobert.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Shot from the inbound. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Now here is Conley. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Man, he's a sure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's the magician. He's got 17. It's Drummond, top of the key. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 9. DiVincenzo gets to Conley. Back to DiVincenzo. Oubre against Conley. Pass to Reed. Offline with his 3. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Passes it to Yabusele. Shoots over Reed. Gobert with the block. Edwards against Oubre. And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
The magician passes to Drummond. To the middle. And the pass to Yabusele. And shot on the way. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Conley. He's covered closely. Pulls up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to the magician. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Conley up top. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
John, that's a jump ball.
So it's Philadelphia now. DiVincenzo. A stupendous finish in traffic. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. No, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Here's the Magician. 19 points in the game. From deep three-point land, Reed with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And now just a 4-76ers lead, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Drummond, Tyrese Maxey out there with Paul George, and there's the monster. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Maxey with it. Poke loose. It's stolen by Edwards. To the inside. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
George, that's a two-pointer, and good! He nails it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the foul on the monster. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Reid, and again, Minnesota with the triple. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The captain with the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump out.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2, Caitlin.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
George with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Kicks it out to Maxey. Six to shoot. Martin for 3. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. With the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. The captain's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Martin. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 6. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Yabusele. It's tipped and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. The shot missing. Excellent D there from George. Pass to Maxey. Back to George. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's 6 points for Paul George. Here's the captain. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Not loose. Yabusele kicks to George. Here's Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. Here's Maxey. Minnesota with the rebound. The captain's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, George. Yabusele kicks to Maxey. This is it to Yabusele. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Doesn't go that time. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Alexander Walker. And Anthony Edwards sub in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Maxey looking it over. Here's Yabusele. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's the captain. There's the pass to Randall. 3-pointers off the mark. Outside, Maxey. Into the lane. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Yabusele. And it's the Magician in for Caleb Martin. Here's the Magician. Great D that time from Edwards.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Outside, Maxey for the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And for a while, the West held bragging rights on being better than the Eastern Conference. Rich, you think that's changed?
I think so. You see a number of powerhouses now in the Eastern Conference, and the West is way more open.
And Edwards drops them both. The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to Maxey. Here's the Magician. Edwards defending. Johnson, good.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Randall against Johnson. Randall passes to McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Buries the long-range jumper. Randall's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Johnson up top. He's defended by Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is the challenge that Johnson poses. He's someone that understands how to draw contact.
And Johnson drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
George against Edwards. This one for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Here's the Magician. Edwards defending. The Magician passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Gobert with the block.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Edwards against George. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Johnson outside. Pass to the Magician. George with the ball. Outside, Maxey. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Maxey's got 20.
This is why so many, including myself, are excited about Maxey's future, showing how phenomenal of a scorer he can be.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Timeout called the 76ers. You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a player if there is.
Round of applause for your Sixers youth.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, the captain.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Instinctive with his shot. Paul George willing that ball in.
Outside, Edwards. 1:46 left in the fourth. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 30 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Passes it to Gobert. A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. It's good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Minnesota.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but, man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And, you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for the captain.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Here's the magician, and again, it's Philadelphia. Here is Edwards, 7-second difference, shot and game clock. They get the rebound. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Here's the captain. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business. Well, thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan.